This was not the kind of game I thought it was gonna be. Whether that's good or bad, well, you're here to find out. This is Immortal Redneck. Don't go away. So the reason I say this wasn't what I thought it was going to be is because when I bought like 4 or 5 games from PlayStation Store on that Christmas sale, this was one of them. From the pictures and video, it kind of looked like a boomer shooter. But this was more of like a dungeon crawler roguelite kind of thing. And yeah, let's get into it. Immortal Redneck is a 100% ripoff of Ziggurat. Ziggurat, if you don't know, is one of my favorite games of all time. I reviewed it on this channel. I reviewed the sequel on this channel. 2 of my favorite games of all time, bar none. In Ziggurat, you spawn in on the first floor and you go through these randomly generated rooms until you find the exit. And that's exactly what you do here in Immortal Redneck, but the parallels don't stop. Everything I'm about to say translates to both games. Rooms are locked until you kill all enemies. Random rooms will have dangerous rooms where if you succeed at said task, you get a reward at the end. You also have rooms where you can enter in and there's just a chest area and you'll gain a random item. Once you get to the end of the floor, you will fight a boss. And I know these are all could be coincidences that these 2 games play extremely similar, but at the point where I saw these floor spikes come up where you walk over them and they trigger, that's when I was like, okay, this is an actual ripoff from Ziggurat. This is literally Ziggurat, man. Look at this shit. And you might be thinking, ooh, Michael, why don't you shouldn't you be happy that there's another game like Ziggurat out there? And I mean, no, this is just, like, Ziggurat's already got it down. Like, this is such a watered down version of Ziggurat. I have to get into it. Weaponry is not balanced at all. If you aren't running a machine gun, I mean, it just feels really frustrating. The variety isn't bad. You have a lot of really cool weapons here, but honestly, when you have a machine gun in your hand, it's just completely OP. And there's like 4 or 5 machine guns. It doesn't matter which one you have, as long as it shoots like fast bullets. I just want to say that's why the machine gun's OP. Level design is stupid. Straight up, that's the only way I could describe it. This is gonna sound so harsh. A lot of levels here are overly complicated for no reason. Like getting from one end to the other sometimes requires you to jump down, go all the way up and around these stairs, and it's a very long pathway to get to the other side. Boss variety is bad. In Ziggurat, you have lots and lots of bosses at random. You will get one random one per floor. Here, once you reach the top of the pyramid, you will get the same boss over and over again. Characters was an interesting concept here for Immortal Redneck. No different from any other Ziggurat thing. This is basically copy and paste again with passives and abilities. But here's the thing. I thought it was kind of cool how you have the Egyptian element in here. You could play as different gods. But the weird thing is, no matter who you select, you're still playing as this redneck guy. Like, the voice lines do not change no matter who you play as. So the only thing that changes are the passives and the special abilities, which are pretty mundane. Really, I don't know why redneck is part of the title here other than like some marketing grab to grab your attention. It would have been much more cooler to just play as these different Egyptian gods. But something positive this game does is has a cool hub world and money system, I'll add to that. Whether you die or you beat the pyramid, you spawn out into the hub world with whatever cash you accumulated. There you can go to the skill tree and purchase upgrades or purchase scrolls or unlock new characters, etc. The cool thing about this being kind of balanced but also not balanced a little bit is that when you enter the pyramid again, you have to give up all your money. So if you're trying to bank for like $100,000 or some shit for an insane upgrade, you can't, because whatever you come out with, you have to spend, or you just give it up. And something I noticed that was really mandatory for long runs was good luck on scrolls. Scrolls are very important here. Scrolls are in-game modifiers that are either good, bad, or pretty neutral. Scroll, 2 scrolls, attacker. The best run I ever had was a scroll that gave me money every time I hit a critical point, and I had a machine gun, so I could hit a lot of critical points, right? And then I got another scroll that doubled my chance of getting a critical. I walked out with like 12,000 coin. And for some reason, I don't know why, it's just something about the movement here doesn't feel as fluid as Ziggurat. I know it's a lot of comparing to Ziggurat, but I can't, it's like, when I was playing this, I just thought this is so similar, but such a watered down version. The flip side of that is that if you've never played Ziggurat, you might actually enjoy this game. But for now, let's go on to presentation, because I got not much to talk about. Enemy design is nice, although a lot of enemies directly copy mechanically from Ziggurat of what they do and attack and how they move. Although there are some enemies that I find really, really cool. Don't know their name. Weapons here are probably the first time I've ever felt like a modern game got retro weapons correctly. Using the machine guns in this game reminds me of using machine guns on Nintendo 64. And I'm going to say that's a good thing. But other than that, I can't find anything I really want to praise or anything I want to, you know, put a nitpick or complain about. You know, looking at my notes here, I just honestly don't have a lot to talk about for this game. And that's the truth. It's better than this.
Helsing pistol.
That's definitely more powerful. So for overall impact, I gotta be honest, I just don't care for this game, and I will probably never play it again. Actually, scratch that probably, I will never play this again. The day I re-download this is the day I become a completely different person, because why would I download this when I could play Ziggurat 1 or Ziggurat 2? It is just so much scaled down in comparison to Ziggurat. It's crazy. And I'm trying to figure out stuff that I haven't mentioned, but I've mentioned everything. I mean, you got the skill tree, you collect money, unbalanced weapons, the character select, but you're still the redneck. Why is redneck even a thing? Sure, at the end of the day, I still ended up putting about 8 hours into this game, which is a little more than I probably would have liked, because at the end, I just stopped caring. And due to the nature of the gameplay, it is fun. Like, I could see some younger kid buying this for like $2.99 or some insane deal and having a lot of fun with it. But, I mean, it's just a game that I will never play again at the end of the day. 5.5 out of 10. So that's it. I feel like I dissected as much as I could from this game, Immortal Redneck. There's not much else to say, really. Random generated rooms, kill all the enemies, hopefully you get good scrolls, and you have a machine gun. That's your good point to go. For now, I'm heading on to the next game, Devil May Cry 3. So stay tuned for that. But for now, I'm your host, Stay Up Entertainment. Hope you enjoy this review. Peace out. Damn, these are some good bombs. Bitch. Oh my god! What is up? I know what you're thinking. You're only here for the bonus Easter egg soundtrack I put in at the end of every video. But did you also know I have a donation page under Buy Me a Coffee? Donate whatever you want to my channel and I'll put half that back to an environmental charity. So that's that. Enjoy the music. Peace out.